The term vampirism, I was the one who introduced it. Because when people don't understand that there are those who don't correspond to your laws, the laws of your life, and that this person starts sucking things out of you because your speed and their speed don't match. And that's why you have to either put the person down to the level where their speed satisfies you, or you've got to get rid of them altogether and only take the people who will be at your speed, or whose speed will be a bit higher or a bit lower. There's a 12% range that's acceptable. But imagine that you keep telling a person about how they should do business, and a year later, and he said, "Oh, I finally get what you want." At this point, you're already dead because you've got like loans running through your ears, but they've only understood how they should work. So what you need is you need a person who will resonate with you, who will understand what you're saying, who will finish your sentences. Then you will be successful. But if you aren't hung up, if you don't judge, if you don't boast, if you don't give advice, and you don't save the weak, if you're not altruistic, and you will have a huge desire to be selfless. You know how you get rid of this desire? Your desires should be greater than your opportunities. That's it. The desire to save someone will stop. So I would help my family members up to the point that I bought the apartment I didn't have money for myself. And that's it. And then suddenly I started aiming towards this apartment, and I say, if I give this person money, how will I pay for my mortgage? And then suddenly you start getting to the level that matches yours. Remember when I told you that 70% should be accepted, but 30% should be the new. But you've got to get to this 30% new level when the new feels like 150%, and you've got to expand to 70, and that means you got to work more on converting the 150% of the new to 30%. And then there's no point to help someone else because you have problems yourself. So when you are at the bottom, when you've decided to spend 5 years in second grade, then of course you'll be happy to help those who've only entered second grade. You'll tell them how to solve their mathematical problems because you've been doing this for 5 years straight. You can't take them anymore, and you're the smartest guy in second grade. But if you keep moving from grade to grade, your problems are difficult for yourself. It's hard for you to understand what's going on. And that's why you've always got to do things to the maximum of your capacity. You should always be in a state. As one woman asks me, I have too much money. I help all my friends, all my relatives financially. And I say, your problem is your desires. She say, yes, I have no desires. So if you have a desire to help someone, you know you've got problems. But if you've got a desire to get something for yourself, to increase your own potential, and your desire is on the very edge and you're not sure if it'll work out, if you'll have enough money, and you exhale and you try and it works out and you understand, I want even more, then you don't help others. You know what you do instead? You pull the people up with the same level of energy to your level. So basically you're going to buy a Mercedes, and you and your friend buy Maybach cars, and you discuss what kind of configuration you're going to have, what color your car is going to be, so you're on the same wavelength as the other person. So there are some states when you help other people get a used Toyota, or when you buy yourself a Mercedes. And this means being down. But when you start buying a Mercedes for yourself with the people who are also buying a Mercedes, this is a state of comfort. You've got to find yourself friends who buy an airplane while you're only buying a Mercedes.